More than 500 million ebooks were checked out online at libraries last year. In the midst of this explosive growth in library ebook lending, libraries are now seeking government regulation to limit copyright protections on books. These regulations would mandate libraries pay below market rates to license ebooks, and on terms and at rates regulated ultimately by the government. If libraries are able to pay below market prices to license ebooks, they could loan out even more ebooks, even more than the 500 million ebook checkouts last year. That would be a good thing, right? Well, it all depends upon whom you ask. Through lending books, libraries provide an important community service. But people buying books is also important. When you purchase a book, you are paying the author and publisher for their work, and you are also investing in their creation of future books. Encouraging authors and publishers to produce and disseminate more books serves the public interest. Books add to our knowledge, our culture, and our understanding of one another. One of the reasons for copyright law is to protect property rights, which provide economic incentives for authors and publishers to invest in creating and distributing more books. How do libraries fit into this picture? Typically, libraries get their books by purchasing physical books, and today, buying licenses to loan ebooks. If a library patron wants to borrow a physical book, they have to travel to the library to check it out, and then return it a few weeks later or pay a late fee. The effort required to borrow a library book provides incentives for some people to purchase books instead of going to the library. If a library patron wants to read an ebook, on the other hand, they can pull up an app on their phone from the comfort of home, and a few taps later, it's available on their device. Need to renew? No problem. Need to return your book? No problem. The process is easy, and there's no extra effort. Several state legislatures are now considering bills to require authors and publishers to offer their ebooks to libraries on state-regulated terms and at below-market prices. Proponents of these bills argue that it is unfair that copyright licenses for libraries to lend ebooks to dozens of patrons cost more than licenses that individual customers purchase when they obtain an ebook for personal use. Without government price controls, they say, it would cost too much for libraries to provide all of their patrons with free digital access to every new title as soon as it's released and without any wait lists. Critics of the legislation argue that these bills undermine copyright law and disrupt the free market, artificially devaluing books and the work of authors and publishers who create them. Without copyright, authors and publishers are in danger of not receiving a return on their investment, making them unable to invest in producing the next great book. And on a per-reader basis, libraries end up paying a small fraction of what individual customers pay. They also contend that at the state level, these bills are unconstitutional because only Congress can change our copyright laws. Should the government be able to control the pricing of ebook licenses that libraries buy with public funds? What impact would this have on authors, publishers, and the creative industries that copyright supports?